like I said, I was born in Guadalajara, Mexico. And where we lived, there was absolutely no way that Mormon missionaries would ever knock on our door. They didn't send them there at that time, the whole time we were there. But some stuff happened with my family that we just couldn't stay there anymore. My dad had a friend who was actually we didn't know this at the moment, but he was a Mormon who my dad had worked with in the past, and he actually helped us come to the United States. He helped us back then. It was much easier to get citizenship than it is today. So he kind of helped us with that process, and we got the alien cards or green cards, what you call them. So we came over to Georgia, and I think it was maybe like just a few weeks that we moved to Georgia that the missionaries showed up at our door. And they're like, Dwayne, which is the guy that helped us come over here, he sent us over here. And we were wondering if he could share a message with you guys. And my dad at first said no. He said, we're Catholic. We were born Catholic. We're going to die Catholic. And so he just kind of turned him away. And I think they came again a couple months later. And this time my mom said no. My mom was like, no, we respect you guys, but we're Catholic. We were born Catholic. We're going to die Catholic. That kind of thing. And the missionaries never gave up. They came again. And the third time, my parents let them in. And they're like, well, okay, fine. Because I'm assuming my dad's boss or his friend told him about it, maybe convinced him, and had that member missionary experience where my parents allowed the missionaries to come in. And I think it was only maybe like 6 weeks that my whole family got baptized. Well, everyone who was of age. So it was 6 people got baptized that day. And I remember growing up with the missionaries always coming over the house, always. My parents would feed the missionaries almost, I think there were weeks that they would come every day. And I just remember looking up to the missionaries and thinking, wow, I want to be a missionary too. I think I was only like 10 years old. And I always wanted to be a missionary just because these guys are like heroes. So I remember going into my mission, I would often remember that because I would come across people all the time, especially since mine was a Spanish-speaking mission. We dealt with a lot of Hispanics who were Catholic, almost in the same situation that we were in. And I can't tell you how many times I heard, no, because they're Catholic, and we were born Catholic, and we're going to die Catholic. And it just always reminded me of the chain reaction you can have as a missionary. Because those missionaries that baptized us, their work wasn't just us, because I went on a mission and I helped baptize people, and I'm sure that there's going to be more people coming from that. So you just never really realize the kind of effect you have. My mission president gave me a blessing my last day on my mission, and that's one thing he mentioned. He said that I will probably never know in this life just how much I really did. And it's comforting because as a missionary, you don't really feel like you do very much. And it was just nice to know that in my own family, the miracle that just one missionary can have on a family and then many families to come.